We turn now to Capitol Hill, where RFK Jr., he faces a vote now to be the next Secretary of Health and Human Services.
A lot of eyes are on this vote. He would have influence over a dozen agencies, including the CDC. NBC 10's Lauren Melendez live in our newsroom with more on today's controversial vote, Lauren.
Latoya, if RFK Jr. passes the Senate Finance Committee vote, his nomination will go to the full Senate vote. Kennedy would be overseeing a $1.7 trillion annual budget. He's covering 13 agencies, shaping everything from food additives to clinical trials. Now, RFK, of course, has been a controversial choice, as you mentioned, by President Trump, mainly because of his polarizing views on vaccines, saying, quote, "There is no vaccine that is safe and effective." That was on a podcast in July of 2023. Now, during these hearings, he did address criticism. He says he's not anti-vaccine. He's, quote, pro-safety. Important to note, the GOP has a one-vote committee margin, meaning Republicans can afford to lose a single vote. And the Republican senator to watch out for is Bill Cassidy. He has expressed concern about Kennedy's nomination. He's a medical doctor, and he does boast his effort to vaccinate 36,000 kids against Hep B. All of this unfolding, too, after a letter supporting Kennedy Jr. was sent to the Senate by a group of physicians. Now, it was meant to lend credibility, but the Associated Press ended up finding many of the nearly 800 people who signed this were not even doctors, and then of the ones who were, they'd face some disciplinary action. So, heads up for folks who are interested. Senate hearings resume at 10 this morning. Also, the Senate did advance the nomination of Pam Bondi to be the Department of Justice's next Attorney General. We're watching a lot here today, and I'll be on it. In the newsroom this morning, I'm Lauren Melendez.